We're gonna go over there for starters. Check to see if there's an elk over there, and then we're gonna have to go back to the river and follow along where we left off. It's not exactly ideal, but there clearly is something over there. And it might just be the elk that we're looking for. There's definitely something over there. Oh, are you kidding me? What kind of mind-bogglingly stupid area is this? I think that's a chamois. I'm not entirely sure. But wow, yeah, it's like, thanks for putting those rocks exactly in this spot. That is incredibly helpful. Climb all the way up the highest ridge in order to be able to see shit. And then there's just a bunch of rocks in your visuals. And I still can't see what's over there. What is this? Was I put here only to suffer? Okay, it's a chamois. Well, that is fairly useless. The chamois can spook as far as I'm concerned. We're gonna grab the need sounds and then we're gonna go back to the river and where we left off. I'm surprised that one hasn't spooked yet, though. Okay, so the elk that's drinking here is usually drinking here often, which makes it weird that we didn't find him here. But whatever. If that chamois could finish spooking, that would be very nice. Oh, there's definitely some elk over there. Let's go back to where we left off. That's this elk. And the other zone of his is over here. Okay. And this one that we shot is over to here, this one. So that would be... that would be the elk in the middle, I think. Yes, that's the elk in the middle. So day 2, low fit solo shot. We'll mark that in red. And that means we can remove these two. And we can remove this one. We're still gonna go back there just to get the need zones along the river. $520. Okay, we know which herd that is. We know exactly which herd that is. We just need to actually get to them. And we will as soon as we are back at the river and have explored those need zones. Oh! Wait. What? That's a herd with two... Are they already en route from their drinking zone? If so, which herd is this? Fuck. Let's put a marker over there. And one marker over here. They're in this area. It can't be one of the bottom herds. It can't be the solo that we just shot, so it's gotta be one of those two top herds. It's not the one over here, because these guys would be going up. So it's gotta be these guys, but they would be going over here. I am very confused. Which herd is that? That pathing makes no sense, but they are pretty stacked. They have a 2-star mature. 2 2-star adults. That is no herd that I've seen before. Oh wait, is that the... Is that the herd that I spooked from... I think that's the herd that I spooked from the lake down here. In that case, they have 2 2-star adults. Not just one. So that herd is even more stacked than I originally believed. Wow. Okay. And there's something at 260, 280. That's the chamois. Those are the elk. Okay. I'm severely tempted to just go for those elk. And just examine these first in case these guys spook. And run into them. That would be tragic. But at the same time, I also just want to get to the, just want to get along this river. We're gonna risk it. These guys are definitely gonna spook. I just hope that they don't spook into the other elk herd. Do not run into the other elk herd. It will be impossible to tell you guys apart. Please, don't. Okay, this is only marginally better. Because they're still running towards where I presumed another herd to be, so... This still kind of sucks. These elk herds are giving me such a headache. What was I thinking looking for these guys at their drinking zones? Alright, let's go. That's the elk that we shot. This is the elk that we still need to identify. Okay, this is the guys that we need. The chamois is probably going to spook right now. That's fine. These are the other guys that we spooked. Fair enough. I just need to try and get to this elk herd. Or at least get close enough to call them without spooking them. And also ideally get some elevation so I can actually identify them. That would be really nice. Okay. Let's put up a stand over here. Start calling. What do we have in here? Young, adult, young, adult, young. Oh god, okay, let's start with the young ones. 1, 2, 3. 4, 5. 5 young ones at least. I don't like that they are all bunched up. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. One, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 4, 5. 5 young ones. 1, 2, 3 adult ones. Okay. 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. We're not going to be able to see the other herd because the other herd is... we already passed them. Like, we should have already seen them. We've got 5 young ones, 2 adult ones, and it's really hard to tell which one of these guys are actually responding to a caller or not because they were also moving towards us, but I think this guy is the only one that is actually responding. Did I actually... Yeah, okay, the first shot did sit correctly. I haven't shot elk in so long. Oh god. Okay, these guys are spooking. Let's continue. We continue along our merry way along this river. So we can actually figure out which herds these were. Yeah, we missed this one. The one that drinks over here and at the lake over there. We just completely missed those. Because that is not the herd that we just called here. This herd that we just called here is a different one. So... we missed an elk. And this is pink clear, so this was an artery hit, which explains why he was still running that far. I just want to pick up his drink zone first. Okay. So this herd now has 5 youngs and 2 adults, and we shot a low-fit adult. Now we just gotta find them again. I'm gonna have to keep my eyes open so that if we see him, we don't accidentally spook him if he's bedded down. Because I don't want him to run any further than absolutely necessary. That's the chamois, that's fine. He can spook. Oh, there he is. Okay. And that's an adult whitetail, which is not what we need. $49. Okay. That's a pheasant. I'm hearing a pheasant somewhere. Over there. Hi. Okay. Let's get all of this off of the map. So these two we've been able to see. This one we have not been able to see because he wasn't here and he wasn't here. So these guys have a really long distance to cover to their resting zone. The resting zone is over here or over here. So I'm guessing they left long before we got here, which is annoying, but it just means we have to find them later. This is the result of our census so far. We've got 2 herds where we either shot something and it was a solo, or where we still have to shoot something. We have a bunch of herds that could be pretty much anything. And we have 2 promising herds with 2 star adults in them. So, yeah, and still a few herds to go. We still have 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 herds to check. Our black bears are nest pairs. We also haven't found an adult yet, a low fit adult. So the bets are still on. What are we going to find first? a low-fit adult black bear or a 5-star Rocky Mountain elk. Who knows? For now, we are done. We're going to stop here and we're going to continue next week at 7 p.m. Vienna time. Oh no, wait, next week Saturday is Easter. I am not actually sure if I will be back at 7 p.m. I might be back at like 8 p.m. I think I'll still stream on Saturday, but it will be later because I will be visiting my parents. So I will be back at some point during the day or during the evening, but I'm not entirely sure when. So it will probably be a shorter stream then. And if that's the case, then we're just gonna do Matariki. In any case, have a good one. Have a good week. Stay safe, take care, and see you next time. Bye bye.